Since I'm dedicating my channel to help people be healthy in their mind, money, and movement, and to document my journey in that, I figured it'd be a great time to start talking about my business. I own Streakers Window Cleaning, and it's been my business for a while now, and I've actually helped about 10 other people start their window cleaning business. So here are some basic things you need to know before you start your window cleaning business or side hustle. And that's a big point for me, is the fact that I see a lot of people saying, man, I'm trying to earn some extra money. Maybe I can drive Uber or Uber Eats or whatever. And I'm like, dude, start a home service side hustle, maybe even grow that into a business. That's exactly what I did. The beauty of this is everything right here, all this stuff is all you need to start your business. So let's go through it and see kind of how much it all costs. Basically this right here, you could get for under $100, all right? So the first thing you're gonna need, obviously, is what we call a washer. This is great, it's got a handle, super cheap, $20 to $30, you can get you a good one of these. Probably cheaper than that, but you wanna have a washer, and then you wanna have a squeegee. You see here, I got a 12-inch squeegee. That's what I learned on. It's the easiest one to kind of get going on. Then I graduated up to an 18-inch squeegee. Once again, you're talking relatively cheap. You can get a good one for under $20. And then see, even here, I have this mini washer. You can graduate into different sizes. But all you need to really get started in the window cleaning business is a washer and a squeegee. Now, it's gonna be a lot easier, of course, if you have a bucket. So you can get any kind of bucket. I like this kind of bucket. Instead of like a round Home Depot bucket, this bucket allows you to immerse the entire washer inside. Once you do that, I kind of get it nice and wet. And you're obviously gonna need Dawn dish soap. That is literally our secret. That is all we use to clean windows. I keep this little one on hand all the time, refill it with a big one. I put a dash of soap on there, scrub it up, boom, get going, wash, squeegee, okay? Washer, squeegee, bucket, Dawn dish soap. Another thing that's really gonna help you and probably is a necessity is some kind of scrubber. You can get a scrubber like this on Window Cleaner Resource, or you can get steel wool also on Window Cleaner Resource, but you need to make sure you get steel wool that's 4 zeros. That won't scratch the windows. A good kind of like scrubber, abrasive, that's gonna help you get a lot of dirt and grime, and then some detailing towels. I'm not kidding you, right here, you could get all this for less than $100. You could start this weekend. Of course, if you wanna branch up and elevate your business, I'm gonna make some other videos about that, but one of the things that I have that makes my business easy to operate on a day-to-day basis is my bucket on a belt. You got this little holster that fits your washer and your squeegee right in there. This little pouch where I put a razor blade and steel wool. I've got my towels on these rings here. Here's another little squeegee I have. And then the spray bottle. I actually like to get the window a little wet before I put my washer on it, especially if it's really dirty. But this is a great piece of equipment that's also gonna be less than $100. You're gonna fill it with all this equipment right here. But in the beginning, you don't even need that. You can literally just get started right here, less than $100, and this weekend, go out and maybe make that money back. So now I wanna give 3 tips on how to even get started once you have some of that equipment. That's probably one of the scariest parts for people, especially if they're going full blown in it as a business, but just, hey, how do I get jobs? First of all, I got my first window cleaning job before I had even purchased equipment. And as soon as I got that job, I went on and I bought the equipment that I needed. But number one, if you're trying to figure out how to get some jobs, look within the network you already have, okay? Whether that's calling your parents' friends, your uncles and aunts and your friends' grandparents, things like that. Look in your circle first. And obviously, we're in the day and age of social media. Just be fully transparent. Hey, I have a job, but I'm trying to make some extra money. I'm gonna start cleaning windows on the weekends. If you need my help, I can help. So you're gonna look at your immediate circle and start branching out from there. You start posting about it on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok. Your close inner circle will start sharing it. They're gonna root for you. Just start spreading it out that way. Number 2, how do you charge? Well, in the beginning, you don't really know how, and you're not gonna be very good at it probably, so you're not gonna wanna charge that much. In the beginning, I actually started my business with Christmas lights, and then we moved into window cleaning. So we actually charged $50 an hour for our labor. It was way too little, but I was so excited for people people to actually start paying me to do something for them that it didn't matter, right? So maybe you start off and you say, hey, I'm gonna do your windows, I'm gonna do $50 an hour. I promise you a 15 window house is gonna take you about 2 hours to complete. So you're gonna make $100. I guarantee you $50 an hour is probably better than what you're making at whatever job you already have, right? That's why you're looking to get a side hustle. So maybe that's how you start, or maybe per window, you do $6 a window for in and out. Again, that's extremely cheap, but I'm trying to help you figure out how to get started in your side hustle or in your small business. I charge in Oklahoma City $11 to $13 for just your regular window. That's still really cheap in different parts of the country. So a lot of it's gonna have to depend on where you're at. So figure it out, research it, give it a go. There's a ton of other people that's made a lot of YouTube videos, so check that out. So number one, to grow your business, start reaching out to the circle you already have. Number two, how to charge. You're basically just gonna charge really cheap in the beginning until you learn how to do better and to raise your prices. Number three, this was really important to me every time I grew my business a little bit, and that is lean into the moments where you're a little bit afraid to say yes, right? I would get some jobs, or I'd bid a job and definitely underbidded it, but the person would say yes, and then I would look at it and I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's 200 windows, or I need to get a ladder for the roof or whatever. And the good news is it forced me to grow. So when you get in the situation where you're saying, hey, I'm reaching into my inner circle, I'm actually getting jobs, I'm actually quoting, I feel like I can even start raising some of my prices. Three, the moment that you feel like, I probably shouldn't say yes to this, or I'm scared to try that. Someone just asked me to do pressure washing, now I'd have to go get a pressure washer. I'd say always lean into yes. In the beginning, yes is your friend. It's gonna stretch you, it's gonna help you grow. And I would say right there, the equipment, those 3 tips, within 2 to 3 months, you're gonna start making some good extra money on the side, and probably even get to the point where you're like, man, maybe I could actually do this as a business. All right, well, hey, if that was helpful, let me know. I think I wanna make some more pieces of content like this. I wanna try to help guys. Like I said, I've had about 10 other people reach out to me about starting window cleaning businesses, and I've actually seen them start them and do well, whether it's a side hustle or full-on business. And so, yeah, here's kind of some helpful tips. Those are really simple things. The bottom line is, as well, you could go to like your local box store, Home Depot, Lowe's, get some of this equipment. I always get my stuff from Window Cleaner Resource. It's just a great company. They're extremely helpful and they're really fast. I can order things and have them back in 2-3 days. And that's just where I get everything. So with that said, that's how you could start your service business or side hustle this spring. Let me know if that's helpful and what other questions you might have about starting your side hustle. In the meantime, enjoy the here while you're trying to get there.